Alright guys, quick tips on Allegro PCB design routing. So I'm gonna quickly route some few trays right here. So first of all, I would suggest to go to Ads mode, because if we are in General Edit, we need to click this icon right here to route anything. And yeah, so it's painful to, and even if you want to change, shift this, you need to click this right here and then start shifting, right? So instead of that, if you go to Ads mode, you don't need to go to any icon. You can specifically edit or shift whatever net you want to shift, which is cool. And you can even start routing. So the first thing that one should be curious is, okay, what layer are we routing on, and what is the width, right? Um, and if you're gonna go from this layer to another layer, what is the via that we're gonna use? So if you go to options, so this is the signal that we are routing on right now, layer number 3, and it's going to go to top layer, right? And which via are we using? We can add vias in our design, and then we can choose the via that we want to use. So here I'm going from layer 3 to layer 1. Yeah, so I'm using this particular via that I am using right now. Yeah. So now, uh, what if? Okay. So how where we how do we get this list of via that we want to use, right? So these are listed over here. If you go to the constraint manager, and if you click right here, okay, I want to add it. Yeah, so these are the list of via. You can design your own via using patch editor, and I have a tutorial on it. You can follow that in one of the videos in my channel. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna close this for now. So we know which layer we are routing and which layer we're going to, if we place a via, and which via we are gonna use, right? After that, the next thing that we want to know is definitely the width. The routing, the trace that I'm routing right now. What's the width, and if I have to change it, what's it gonna be, and is it possible to change everything in one go? For example, I've routed everything, and then now I realize, oh, I need to change something because of my stack up change, blah blah, whatever the reason it is, whether it may be impedance or whatever. Um, how we're going to change? For example, right now, if you see here, it's zero point 0.1, right? I want to change it to 0.15. How are we going to do that? Yeah. So first, let's come right here and check. Okay, what's the default width that we're going to route right here? This is one of the route that I just did is 0.1. So this value is coming from, I would say, here, from the constraint manager. If I change this to say 0.2 minimum, sorry, maximum minimum, 0.2 and 0.2. Okay, cool. Yeah, so now if I route something, it's gonna be 0.2, as you can see, right? Done. So it is 0.2 right now. This is 0.1. Cool. So this default routing is coming, the number is coming from the constraint manager. Now the question is, if I want to change this, how are we going to change? So it's straightforward. If you turn off everything, I won't be able to select anything, right? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to click to the C lines, right? So this is the C lines, okay? And C line segment is part of this, right? Okay, I'm gonna select C lines, select everything, and right click, change width 0.02, done. Boom. Okay, update DRC. So this is DRC for line to line. Of course, it will come up because it's too close right now. Yeah. So if we just set it, it's gonna update everything. And okay, let's change. I want to point out some few things regarding the update and DRC. Um, so so the DRC was going once I shift something, right? And it got updated, and even the copper core, right here, ground. There were okay. There were no. It was not updating immediately. So let me show what I meant. I'm gonna go to constraint manager and change this value to the final value that I want, which is 1674.1674, 0.1674, 0.1674, 0.1674. Okay. So once I update the constraint manager, as you can see, like the copper core is gone, right? Via everything is sorted. That's what I meant. Um, and the RC is not updated yet as well. Let me click update. Yeah, as you can see, point 0.2 and we want 0.1674, so definitely DRC. Yeah, and the copper core is still not updated, so that will be updated. Okay, first let me delete this two right here. Most probably if I delete this, it might get updated. Yeah, so anything you do, if you shift something, it will get updated um, easily. For the copper core, it's not a big deal. And DRC, yeah, still there. You need to fix this. The same method that I showed earlier. Select all the C line, change weight 0.1674. Done. Gone. DRC gone. All right, so that's all for today, guys. Ciao, guys.